It's a brush pass, quick and simple.
You are listening to Brush Pass on Spybrary. Quick reviews sent in by Spy fans for Spy fans.
Hello, Spybrarians. Author and filmmaker Clarke Mayer here. During the 2021 Holiday Spybrarian Zoom meetup, Spy Chief Shane Whaley mentioned that perhaps there's an absence of good espionage video game material within the Spybrary community. I'm here to tell you about a masterpiece of interactive spy fiction, the Metal Gear franchise, specifically 1998's Metal Gear Solid. The title, dubbed Tactical Espionage Action, has become the standard against which all espionage video games are measured. Directed, written, and produced by Hideo Kojima, the video game serves as a direct sequel to several other iterations of the franchise that came before it, most notably Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2: Snake's Revenge for the MSX2, Famicom, and Nintendo Entertainment Systems. Metal Gear Solid is one of my most beloved pieces of fiction in the world of espionage. It served as one of my first proper adventures into the genre, and we all remember the first thing that grabbed our attention. Metal Gear Solid takes the subgenre of spy fantasy to new heights, asking us to suspend disbelief more so than even some of the most outlandish spy adventures, and perhaps that's why it sticks out to me as one to be recognized within the greater whole of espionage fiction. It's 1998, and in a world dominated by first-person shooters and all-out action, a bold new video game enters the arena. The Metal Gear franchise relies on stealth and cunning, rather than by entering dangerous situations with guns blazing. Players will soon discover that penetrating an enemy stronghold quietly is more wise than causing a ruckus. Avoiding detection is advisable. Players assume the role of Field Operative Solid Snake, a gruff, cigarette-smoking super soldier. Set on the fictional island of Shadow Moses, a terrorist cell known as Foxhound has taken control of a military installation housing nuclear weapons. Furthermore, the Foxhound unit has acquired a bipedal tank known as Metal Gear Rex, a massive machine with a railgun and the ability to maneuver, fire intercontinental ballistic missiles, and be piloted by a single operator. Heading the terrorist unit is the mysterious Liquid Snake. The Foxhound unit features a rogues gallery of unique villains, such as the six-shooter-wielding Revolver Ocelot, the eagle-eyed Sniper Wolf, Alaskan Shaman Vulcan Raven, and the telekinesis master Psycho Mantis. Even the lesser enemies, the genetically enhanced Genome Soldiers, will test Snake's abilities. During Snake's mission, he'll rely on support via codec, tuning into different frequencies to seek aid from Commanding Officer Colonel Roy Campbell, geneticist and medical advisor Naomi Hunter, nuclear expert Nastasha Romanenko, survival coach Master Miller, and data analyst and Soliton radar inventor Mei Ling. The codec is not limited to assistance, though, because players fond of narrative will discover much of the game's exposition occurs through the use of the tool. Snake will have to join up with rookie operator Meryl Silverberg, along with Metal Gear developer Hal Emmerich, and Ninja, a sword-wielding cybernetic soldier. Along the way, he'll be forced to liberate hostages, uncover clues, and fight his way through the facility as the game's plot unravels. As the game's story develops, so too do the secrets within its narrative. Many of the twists, turns, and deception expected of the genre, right down to the finale, are present as the player progresses. Where Metal Gear succeeds in its playability, it may even be usurped by some of its other elements, including a gripping orchestral score, hypnotizing aesthetics, and stark realism. Even the game's voice acting is polished, something that other gaming franchises were exploring at the time with varying results. Metal Gear Solid also pulls from a ton of real-world and historical concepts, including, but not limited to, American history, the Cold War, and international politics. One element that sticks out against other games in the genre is the choice to use non-violent techniques, such as subduing enemies temporarily, rather than killing them. Kojima takes inspiration from cinema, translating what viewers would expect from a great espionage film into the world of video games. The game helped popularize in-engine cinematic cutscenes, a feature that now seems commonplace within the medium, as well as camera angle changes and film-like editing. Metal Gear Solid also offers a steady stream of philosophy, perhaps one of the series' most enduring features. Kojima often examines the nature of war and its effect, both physical and mental, on those who participate in it. Students of history will find the narrative features a collision of real-world and fictional elements that focus on the world's propensity for violence and how it continues to shape the future. One of the things I like most about the Metal Gear franchise is its combination of both a sense of hopelessness and excitement. Within its narrative, war seems inevitable, and yet, during Snake's adventures, one can't help but feel as if they are taking the position of hero, whatever that really means. To understand the tone of Metal Gear Solid, one need look no further than one of Snake's most memorable quotes. "There are no heroes in war. All the heroes I know are either dead or in prison, one or the other." Metal Gear Solid changed what I thought was possible within video game narratives. After the debut of the notoriously famous and replayable GoldenEye, Metal Gear introduced gamers to a far more adult and intriguing world of political and military espionage. While many young gamers were fantasizing about tuxedos and martinis, I, quite embarrassingly, wore a headband because Snake did. My hair even coiffed in a similar way, though I possessed none of his combat or survival skills, except perhaps when it came to mashing controller buttons. Its sales numbers were nothing to sneeze at, earning over $50 million in 1998 alone. On top of great performance, critics almost universally applauded the game. By early 2001, 6 million units had been sold worldwide. Most of the time, consoles sell video games, but every so often, a video game sells consoles. I consider Metal Gear Solid to be the godfather of video games, a perfect blend of story, gameplay, and ambiance. I dare say it's perfect, if there is such a thing. For any fan of spy fiction looking to dip their toe into the waters of video games, one would need to look no further than Metal Gear Solid. It was quite possibly the defining moment of the Sony PlayStation's lifetime, and is considered by many to be one of the greatest and possibly most important video games of all time. Metal Gear Solid, quite literally, changed the game. For those who would like to explore the idea of playing an espionage movie, look no further than Konami's Metal Gear Solid. Thanks for listening, Spybrarians, and safe spying.
Can you pull off a brush pass? Send in your review to shane@spybrary.com.
Thanks for listening to the Spybrary podcast. You don't have to wait for the next episode. Join the conversation happening now at facebook.com/Spybrary and on Twitter @Spybrary.